Welcome back to Definitely Not Definitive. I'm Ken.
And I'm Bethany.
And we're just a rowdy couple in love that loves reacting to some RWBY.
We're rowdy for RWBY.
And this is Volume 5, Episode 7. If you want all of our reactions to this series, check out the description of this video because we got a playlist there.
Yep.
Have a link to Patreon too if you want to get early ad-free access. We're a month ahead on our reactions over there.
That too.
All right, let's do it.
Let's dive in.
It makes me smile every time. It's like you with Dragon Ball Z. Every time you see it in Trunks and Goten.
I mean, like, I kind of feel bad for that guy, but also he let it get to that point where he was being...
Yep. Well, I mean, apparently he's a cowardly lion, so it makes sense.
Oh, there it is.
Yep. Like I was just saying, he doesn't like that guy either. He's like, we're a reaction channel. We give our opinions.
And you do regularly, Bucky. Regularly. But I think, everyone would appreciate it if you didn't do it right on the mic, maybe?
Yeah, probably. I told you what you thought about that.
Yeah.
She looms large.
We were totally freaked out and without even thinking about it.
How do you lose your map at a time like that?
Believe me, I've asked myself the same thing ever since.
Hey, but you made up for it, Mr. Muscles. You should have seen this guy take a giant Grim head-on.
I couldn't have done it without Ruby wearing it down.
Me? Did you see Ren during that fight? He was out of control.
Aw.
I'm sorry. I may have lost my temper momentarily.
No, and out of control isn't awesome.
Yeah, they all support each other.
Oh.
Aw.
You did not.
Yeah, right in the middle of the party. Please tell me you let that lady have it. Of course not. Even if I did really want to.
Yeah.
No way. I don't believe it.
Huh.
It's no replacement for the real thing. But I'll make sure to make good use of it.
That's amazing.
Incredible.
Just as strong?
Sure is.
Wanna bet?
Nora, please, now's not the time.
Challenge accepted.
Show them what Team Juniper's made of.
Oh, you can't lose to a girl in a skirt.
Got this, Nora.
You wear a skirt, Ruby.
Why is you not cheering loud enough? It definitely feels like the original. I'll give you that.
Yep. But it does have some new features.
Oh, yeah?
Nice.
Did she win?
Huh?
Yeah.
Look at her. How far she's come.
Yeah.
Now she's making jokes
I think
about
I'm
it.
gonna be sick.
Easy there, Vomit Boy. I believe in you.
Oh, we're doing nickname throwbacks now. Wonderful.
I mean, the Ice Queen seems to like it.
I so did not miss you people.
Oh my gosh, she really does like it. What went and warmed your heart while you were gone?
Hey, you make it sound like I used to be terrible. Nah, just a lot to deal with at once.
Yeah. That's a good way to put it.
It's been a long time. We've all grown in our own ways.
You really think so?
Well, think back to when we were all at Beacon. would you say you ever did anything foolish or embarrassing? Or do you think you are perfect?
Oh, gosh.
I may have been a little too gung-ho from time to time.
You? I tried to 1v1 a Nevermore on the second day of school.
Yeah, well, don't even get me started.
Well, that embarrassment, that desire to go back and tell yourself not to be so stupid, that just proves you're not the same person you used to be. You're smarter, or kinder, or stronger, and you're not done growing yet. None of us are.
It's like a speech Ospen would give.
Yeah, it turns out Ren gets real deep when he feels like talking. Well, hold on. I thought I was pretty great in school.
Even at the dance, when you spilled punch all over yourself in front of...
Yes, especially the dance. Thank you, Yang.
How can 6 kids possibly make so much noise eating dinner?
Hungover. At dinner.
So, the maidens, magic, Salem, it's all true?
Miss Zhao Long, is this more or less what your mother told you?
For the most part.
You forgot something. You forgot to tell everyone what you did to Crow and my mother.
What is she talking about?
Oh, great.
That's not a secret I thought she would give up so easily. Your mother must trust you a great deal. My ability to reincarnate, though a curse, isn't without a few key benefits. Much like the maidens, I too possess a certain magical power. Using this power, I was able to gift the Bronwyn twins the ability to see more, to move freely and be unburdened by their natural bodies. Well, gave them the ability to turn into birds. Rather ridiculous sounding out loud, isn't it?
Wait, what? Uncle?
You turn them into birds.
Give him the power to turn into birds.
Now you're just messing with us.
What else is new?
He's telling the truth. We saw it. Yang's mom changed right in front of us.
Why would you do something like that? I mean, what is wrong with you?
Yang, that's enough. We made a choice. We wanted this.
May I?
That changes things. But we manipulate it into wanting it.
Granting this power to them was no trivial task, and I can assure you it was not done frivolously. I required assistance in gathering information on Salem's plans, as well as searching for maidens when their hosts became unclear.
Okay, so have you done this with others? Like General Ironwood or Professor Goodwitch?
As helpful as that might be, unfortunately, it is not that simple. My power is finite, and if I'm being honest, dwindling. The amount that I gifted to Crow and Raven was, all things considered, rather minuscule. You see, centuries ago, I sacrificed a great deal of magic to 4 young women, who I hoped would use my gift for
The
good.
maidens?
You created the maidens?
They were the first maidens.
Whoa.
Miss Zhao Long, it was never my intention to lie to you. To any of you. There are just some matters that I prefer to play close to the chest. I believe that's how you phrased it.
Yeah.
Everyone has a choice. The Bronwyns chose to accept their powers and the responsibilities that came with them. And later, one of them chose to abandon her duties in favor of her own self-interest. Now, all of you have a choice.
What bird do you want to
If
be?
anyone wishes to leave, now is the time. There is no shame or disgrace in abstaining. only in retreat.
What was the John Oliver bird?
Oh,
Very well then.
forgot.
Yang? If Ruby sticks around, then I will too. If there's one thing I know about her, it's that she somehow always knows the right thing to do.
Aw.
No pressure, Ruby.
Yeah.
But if we're going to help, if we're going to keep risking our lives,
No more being left in the dark.
no more lies.
Yep.
Yeah,
No more half-truths.
that's fair.
Mm-hmm.
Understood.
Yeah. No more lies of omission.
So, what now? I mean, what can we do?
That is a difficult question. One that I believe is best answered tomorrow.
What do you mean?
The road ahead is undoubtedly filled with hardships and peril. However, it has been far too long since you have all been together. Please, take tonight.
Good job.
Enjoy this moment.
Good job.
Oh! Raven? Crow? They're birds! Cracked it!
Oh, she's so cute.
Yeah.
Hey, ugly.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've seen you two.
Raven Bronwyn home?
You know, I've had a real bad week. So I think I'm gonna take it out on you.
Ooh.
Huh. Doesn't look like he wants to cooperate, boss.
Then make him.
I was hoping you'd say that.
About to lose more than just your teeth.
Ah.
Great job, Ozpin, as far as knowing that they needed a night, like, just to reconnect. And, you know, I think, like, he had said it before at one point about, like, allowing them to be, you know, kids and have fun because of what's to come. Like, you know, they won't get many more times like that. You know, and it's a mark of a good leader to know, you know, you got to have a little bit of fun.
I loved the start of this episode. I loved all of them sitting around the table and basically giving each other a shout out. And for each person who got a shout out, they pivoted to the next person. I mean, that is such a mark of such a wonderful team that
no egos.
That's just it. It wasn't about what they did. It was about how they were supported by their teammate that like made that possible. Like they all have such a love of each other that they are so eager to praise each other, which I think is a beautiful thing. I also loved when Ren's giving his speech and at the end of it, Ruby goes, yeah, Ren gets deep when he decides to talk. I thought that was great. But more to Ren's point, I also thought that was a wonderful way of looking at it because I think all of us humans, we all have those moments where we relive our worst moments, the things that we did that we were embarrassed about or ashamed about or like just what the hell was I thinking kind of moments. I mean, we all have those. I heard someone call it a low light reel that like you play over and over in your head. Like it's not like your highlights, it's your lowlights, it's your worst moments. I think we all do that, but what a wonderful perspective to put on that like, hey, that is a mark of progress. That's a mark of your growth, of your greater knowledge, your greater intelligence, your greater understanding, maybe like your higher emotional IQ in this moment than when you had that moment. And so, yeah, you're kind of beating yourself up with it, but like you shouldn't because it shows how far you've come. Do the best you can until you know better and then do better. I thought that was just a wonderful way of saying it.
Yeah, unfortunately, in your speech, you gave away something. You said all us humans. Clearly, you are racist towards the faunus. Also, like
the fauna stew as well.
When you say all of us humans, I was like, shh. You're gonna give away that we're like aliens, and it's like us humans that we normally do human things.
Maybe we have aliens who subscribe to our channel. Who knows? Weirder shit has happened in the past few years. I wouldn't be surprised. Apparently, there are UFOs, according to like Congress or whatnot. They're holding things on it. So,
yeah,
you know,
those things that they hold.
Hearings, whatever.
I also like the fact that they were like, teasing each other in this episode, and just really the camaraderie and the sort of like huge collective sigh of relief, and like the weight of the world has seemed to be been on their shoulders for ever since the fall of Beacon, and this is kind of their first chance to really unwind and like also take stock of how far they've come, in Ren's speech, not just like the things that they've been embarrassed about, but like the hardships that they've had to overcome. And that they're now able to joke about, like with Yang laughing about how she can, shoot her arm out of its socket, and then how it freaked Nora out. I also like the fact that like Yang was saying that she could have been a little bit impulsive and reckless at times, and being able to take stock of your shortcomings and recognize that, and that's how you are able to improve on them.
Which is another sign of growing up and growth as a person and greater intelligence and awareness.
Ozpin made the Four Maidens. What?
Yeah. So then I wonder, like, that naturally begs the question, okay, if you gave them these powers, do you have any power to take it away, decrease it? Like, I'm thinking of Cinder here. Like, does he have any ability to backtrack what's been done? And I mean, I don't know. I kind of want to believe that he can now, but it certainly didn't seem like that was the case.
I'm making a prediction now that Ozpin is definitely going to be withholding something from them. It's going to come out later, and it's going to shatter the group's faith and trust in Ozpin.
Which would be really disappointing, because it sounds like that is exactly what's happened in the past with Crow's posse. And if you don't learn from history, it repeats itself.
Yeah.
And so that'll be a real test to see if Ozpin learned anything from that experience. He sort of claims to have learned from it and recognizes the mistake. So now it's a question of if he learned enough not to repeat it.
Yeah, it's one thing to say that you made a bunch of mistakes, more than any man, woman, or child, alive, that whatever he said. Someone had told us in the quotes, in the comments, the exact quote that he said. Just don't make those mistakes over and over and over again.
So this saying, it's always darkest before the dawn, sort of like when things are bad, like it's always going to get, like it's going to be at its worst, and then things are going to get better. Like that's where that comes from. This felt like the inverse of that. Like there was too much joy, too much laughter for the dark world that they're in right now. So that little cliffhanger at the end with Cinder coming back in, it kind of felt like, yeah, that was that
snap back to reality.
Yeah, that this was that one brief shining moment that we get to see them all, see the growth that they've had, but see how they are still, young, and they have the ability to be carefree at heart and have that camaraderie and laugh and play jokes. And oh, God bless Nora. Crow, Raven, they're birds. God, please don't let anything happen to her.
I know, right?
We need her.
Let us know what you thought about this down below in the comments. And if you want early ad-free access to our RWBY reactions, we have a link to Patreon down below in the description of this video, as well as a playlist. If this is the first time you're checking us out, go ahead and binge the rest of our RWBY reactions down below.
Happy binging.
Happy binging. Thanks so much for checking out our reaction for RWBY Volume 5, Episode 7. But just keep in mind
that our reaction is definitely not definitive.